Are you over 60 and struggling with persistent back pain? If you've tried countless treatments without relief, the real issue might surprise you. Your feet could be sending important warning signals. Many don't realize that as we age, subtle changes in foot structure and support can drastically impact our posture, causing persistent discomfort in our lower back. But here's the good news. Understanding this hidden connection can unlock the path to lasting relief. Maybe you've been waking up each day with that familiar ache in your lower back. It lingers as you move through the morning, whispering that something isn't quite right. It's not sharp, not alarming, but it's there, steady, persistent, quietly shaping your days. And perhaps, like many people, you've been focusing all your attention on your back, looking for answers in the usual places: stretching, medications, maybe even physical therapy. Modern science and ancient wisdom now come together to show us something powerful. When one part of the body falls out of balance, even something as simple as a foot arch, the entire structure can feel the impact, especially the spine. In today's video, you'll discover how your feet could be the root cause of your back pain, learn how to recognize early warning signs, and find out what simple, daily habits and exercises can help restore comfort and mobility. We'll also guide you through selecting the right footwear and when it's crucial to seek professional help. Stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll have practical, effective strategies to alleviate your back pain, starting from the ground up. There's something almost poetic about how the body works. Everything connected, each part silently depending on the next. And yet, this quiet relationship often goes unnoticed, especially when it comes to the link between your feet and your spine. As we move through the years, our bodies naturally adapt, but with time, those changes in the feet, like flattened arches or thinning padding, begin to influence the way we walk, stand, and carry our weight. It's subtle at first. A small shift in posture, a slight change in how we distribute balance. But over time, those little changes ripple upward. When the foundation, your feet, starts to lose its original structure, the rest of your body tries to compensate. Your pelvis might tilt just a little. The spine, ever so gently, adjusts to keep you upright. But these small shifts, day after day, can create tension where there once was flow, especially in the lower back. You may not have noticed, maybe you thought it was just stiffness from aging, or a result of overdoing it last week. But research has shown that something as common as the way your foot rolls when you walk, what doctors call overpronation, can slowly strain your lower back, especially in older adults. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, but it matters. This is where awareness begins, in these quiet places where the body starts to whisper. And when we begin to understand the mechanics beneath our discomfort, we open a doorway to relief that doesn't rely on fighting the pain, but on realigning from the ground up. There's a kind of wisdom in the body's architecture, a deep intelligence in the way it seeks balance, and sometimes to ease the pain above, we must first look below. Sometimes pain speaks in a language so soft it's easy to miss. It doesn't always shout. It doesn't always stop you in your tracks. Instead, it lingers in the background. A gentle pressure, a subtle fatigue, a quiet ache that becomes part of the rhythm of your days. Foot-related back pain is often like that. You may notice a tired heaviness in your lower back after standing for a while, or a slow-burning discomfort that follows you during a walk. And strangely, those usual remedies, stretches, heat packs, even rest, don't seem to bring lasting relief. That's because the root of the discomfort isn't always where the pain shows up. Sometimes the way your feet are moving, or not moving creates patterns of stress that rise through the body, eventually landing in your back. It can feel like your spine is carrying too much, and in a way it is. When the feet don't distribute weight evenly, the muscles along, your back work overtime to keep you balanced. This constant effort may not cause sharp pain, but it wears on you, little by little. There's also the matter of sensitivity, a heightened awareness in your body that comes with age and experience. You begin to notice the things you once ignored, the way your posture shifts during the day, the uneven wear on your shoes, how a certain surface feels underfoot. These are not just signs of age, they are invitations to pay attention. And if you found yourself wondering why the discomfort in your back seems resistant to care, why it returns, even after rest, perhaps this is the moment to widen your view. Not everything that hurts is broken, and not every answer lies where the pain begins. Sometimes the body simply wants you to listen a little deeper. There's a quiet dignity in shoes well worn, marks of all the places you've been, all the seasons your body has lived through. But as the years pass, the type of shoe you choose becomes less about style and more about support, comfort, and protection. What touches the ground touches everything above it. And in the case of your feet, the footwear you rely on each day plays a direct role in how your entire body feels, especially your back. When shoes don't support the natural shape of your feet, when they're too flat, too rigid, or too worn down, they create subtle imbalances. The arch might collapse a little more with each step. The heel might roll inward without you even noticing. And over time, these small shifts begin to echo upward. It's not about blame, it's about understanding how your body quietly responds to its environment, how the absence of support in a shoe can lead to a chain reaction, soft at first, then persistent, reaching all the way to your spine. Shoes with proper cushioning, gentle arch support, and stability features are not luxuries. They are tools. Like a gentle hand guiding your posture, like a soft cushion easing the load with every step. And while no single pair of shoes fits every person, what matters most is that your feet feel seen, respected, held. Some find clarity with the guidance of a podiatrist, a specialist who can look closely at how your feet function and suggest options tailored to your rhythm, your lifestyle, your needs. Because comfort isn't a small detail, it's the ground you walk on. And when your foundation is strong, your spine no longer has to carry more than it should. In that quiet space between your feet and the earth, there lives a choice: to walk with pain or to walk supported. Sometimes all it takes is a better fit. The body is a living conversation, each movement a message, each step a response. And sometimes that conversation needs to begin again, gently, with the feet. You don't need anything grand to restore strength and balance, just intention, just presence. With time, the muscles in your feet may lose tone, not from neglect, but from routine. From years of carrying weight without pause, often in shoes that asked them to do less, not more. But these muscles, like any part of your body, remember how to support you. They simply need a quiet reminder. Movements as simple as lifting your heels while holding onto the back of a chair, curling your toes slowly like you're gathering fabric beneath your feet, rolling a small ball under your arches. Each of these helps bring awareness, strength, and stability back to the foundation that carries you. They aren't meant to fix everything overnight. They're meant to reconnect, to rebuild confidence in the steps you take, to offer your body a moment of renewal, one quiet repetition at a time. What often surprises people is how quickly the body responds, not always in big ways, but in subtle shifts. Better balance, less tension, a softer landing with each footfall. These aren't workouts, they're acts of care. Little ways of reminding yourself that every part of you matters, that comfort is possible, that the body, even now, still holds the memory of alignment. There is no rush, no finish line, just a return to a slower rhythm where motion becomes medicine and every step becomes a choice to feel a little better than the last. There comes a time when quiet discomfort begins to ask for more than gentle routines and mindful adjustments, not because you've failed, but because your body is asking for a deeper kind of listening, pain that lingers despite your care, discomfort that returns even after your best efforts. These aren't signs of weakness. They're invitations to go further, to bring in the wisdom of those who understand how the body's systems connect and communicate. Podiatrists, with their focus on foot structure and movement, can offer clarity where confusion once stood. A small correction in how you walk. AE, recommendation for supportive inserts tailored to your needs. These are not just medical steps, they're gestures of partnership, of working with your body, not against it. Physical therapists bring another layer of insight. With gentle observation and knowledge of movement, they help guide your body back to balance, not by forcing change, but by encouraging small, sustainable improvements, customized for your age, your rhythm, your reality. It isn't about fixing something broken. It's about honoring the process of healing. And sometimes that process needs support beyond what we can offer ourselves. Seeking help is not a surrender. It's a choice to be accompanied, a recognition that you deserve to feel well, that your story matters, that your body, still strong, still capable, can move with less pain when given the right kind of attention. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it begins in the quiet of a conversation with someone who truly sees you. Healing often begins not in grand gestures, but in the quiet things we choose to do, again and again. And when it comes to caring for your feet and in turn your back, the smallest habits can carry the most profound impact. It starts with awareness, noticing how your feet feel when you wake up, how they respond to different surfaces, different shoes, how they hold you throughout the day, even when you're standing still. This kind of noticing is not just observation, it's a form of respect. Simple routines can serve as gentle anchors, a moment to stretch your toes before putting on your slippers, a soft towel underfoot while you dry them, not just for hygiene, but for presence. Looking for signs of pressure, of change, of tension, not with worry but with kindness. And in those quiet spaces in your day, while waiting for the kettle to boil, or before sitting down to rest, a few slow rolls of the ankle, a flex of the arch, a soft rise onto your toes. Movements that remind your body that you are still connected, still strong, still capable of change. Even choices as subtle as wearing supportive slippers around the house or taking breaks from long periods of standing can bring ease where tension once lived. They don't require extra time, just extra care. This is not about turning your life upside down. It's about weaving care into the life you already live, so that, with time, every step you take feels a little more supported, a little more steady, and in these small rituals of attention, something larger begins to shift, not just in the body, but in how you meet each day, with more softness, with more trust, with the quiet confidence that healing isn't far away. It's already beneath your feet. The body holds stories, not just in the mind or the heart, but in the way we move, in the places we ache, in the quiet adjustments we make without even realizing. And as the years unfold, those stories deepen, they soften, they ask to be heard. Your feet, humble and steady, have been there through it all, carrying your weight, your hopes, your memories. And though they've often gone unnoticed, they've never stopped trying to support you. Even now, back pain may have brought you here. A persistent ache. A question without a clear answer, but what you've discovered is something more. That the path to comfort doesn't always begin where it hurts. Sometimes it begins at the root, the ground beneath you, the quiet architecture of your steps. By caring for your feet, you're not just addressing a physical imbalance. You're honoring a deeper truth, that well-being is not about chasing perfect health, but about creating harmony. Listening, trusting your body's gentle signals, moving in rhythm with its needs, and like the roots of an old, wise tree, your feet offer strength, grounding, and resilience, even after seasons of wear. With the right support and a little tenderness, they can help you stand taller, walk easier, and feel more at home in your body once again.